Hello, welcome to our RecapPlus channel with me, Matthew. Today we will watch a recap movie called Under the Silver Lake, released in 2018. This is a spoiler content video. So please turn on the subtitle and let's start the story. The manager of Rancho Silver Lake Apartments has sent Sam an eviction notice. As Sam lounges on his balcony, he receives a call from his mother, who shares details about a movie. During the conversation, he discreetly observes a woman with binoculars and notices his new neighbor, Sarah. A short while later, Sam's actress friend pays him a visit. Their encounter leads to an intimate moment, during which she inquires about his Kurt Cobain poster. Suddenly, they catch a TV news report announcing the disappearance of wealthy mogul Jefferson Sevens. His friend also spots a Playboy magazine and learns it's Sam's favorite edition. Later on, Sam heads to a bookstore, purchasing a comic titled Under the Silver Lake and asking the cashier to connect him with the creator. On his way home, he encounters a skunk and his neighbor's dog, sparking a conversation with Sarah when she appears. As they engage in a stone viewing of How to Marry a Millionaire, Sam and Sarah become intrigued by each other. Notably, Sam observes an engraved metal bracelet on Sarah's wrist. Their intimate moment is interrupted when Sarah's roommates arrive home with a mysterious pirate-disguised guest, who turns out to be Jefferson Sevens. Although Sarah calls it a night abruptly, she encourages Sam to spend time together the next day. Upon returning home, Sam reads Under the Silver Lake, uncovering a storyline linking animal fatalities to the dog killer and a silent cinema actor's disdain for showbiz dogs, creating the legend of the Edendale curse. Sam experiences a disturbing nightmare, envisioning a trail of dog treats leading to Sarah's deceased pet. Before abruptly waking up, he witnesses a man dressed as Sarah devouring the dog's guts. When Sam revisits Sarah's flat, he discovers it is empty. The building manager reveals that Sarah and her roommates left in the middle of the night, delivering a verbal warning about Sam's overdue rent. Sam and a friend later discuss Sarah and the dog killer at a pub. Sarah's apartment is unoccupied, so Sam sneaks inside it. There, he picks up a Polaroid of Sarah from a shoebox of possessions left behind. He also sees a sign of 2 diamonds on the wall. Suddenly, the door opens, and Troy walks in, taking the shoebox. Sam decides to follow Troy and her companions about town in secret until they hand the package over to the pirate. He then follows the 3 women to the Standard's rooftop bar, where the local band, Jesus and the Brides of Dracula, is performing. There, he tries to confront Troy about Sarah's unexpected absence but gets kneed in the crotch. He then runs into Alan, a buddy of his. They are each given cookies that serve as tickets to a hidden performance in Hollywood Forever Cemetery. When word emerges that her father was discovered dead with 3 women suspected of being prostitutes, Sam and Alan notice Millicent Severance's reaction. Sam learns later that night that Sarah's hat was among the things discovered at the crime site. The author of Under the Silver Lake, the comic man, phones Sam to invite him to his home. On his way home, he thinks he is being followed by a stranger, and while he runs, he is sprayed by a skunk. Sam's actress buddy comes over to visit as he is bathing to get rid of the skunk smell. The actress reads from the zine about the Owl's Kiss, a legendary murderer who wears an owl mask and is said to be a member of a cult responsible for scores of killings in the Los Angeles area. Sam admits to being fascinated by hidden meanings in popular culture that he believes are intended for society's elite to uncover. He has another dream about Sarah. Later that morning, Sam goes to the comic man's residence. He inquires about the double diamond sign that he noticed at Sarah's place. Sam is shown a cipher of old hobo codes that identifies the sign as Stay Quiet. The latest surge of disappearing pets, humans, and musical instruments, according to the comic man, may have something to do with the Owl's Kiss. Further revelations in the realm of hidden messages within commercial advertising are shared by Comic Man. Sam is guided to a covert cubbyhole equipped with a network of concealed surveillance cameras. Here, Comic Man reveals a vintage box of Space Stone cereal featuring a map of the region on the back. He discloses that deciphering the map's code could unlock the answers to Sam's quest. Visiting his friend at the bar, Sam confides in his concerns about potential surveillance, and they deploy a drone to observe a sorrowful woman undressing. Later, Sam explores Hollywood Forever Cemetery during an outdoor screening of an indie film. Observing 2 actresses and a man in Native American regalia, Sam introduces himself, and they depart with the pirate. To gain entry to the clandestine concert, Sam consumes the entire cookie received at the Standard. There, he acquires a record from Jesus and the Brides of Dracula. Running into Alan, Sam learns of a rumor about the band's music containing a secret message. Additionally, he encounters Balloon Girl, whom he saw at the earlier concert. Inquiring about Sarah's whereabouts, Sam is led to an underground pub by Balloon Girl, where they dance until Sam succumbs to the effects of unknown substances in the cookie. Despite his illness, Balloon Girl disappears, and Sam, noticing Troy, attempts to pursue her but passes out in the graveyard. Awakening the next morning to another call from his mother, Sam learns she is sending a VHS copy of the Janet Gaynor film. Sam realizes he collapsed on Janet Gaynor's grave. While playing Super Mario Bros. On the NES, Sam and a friend discuss hidden passwords. Observing an ad for the Shooting Star escort service, Sam identifies the two actresses from the graveyard. One of them is summoned to Sam's apartment. Upon noticing Sarah's Polaroid on Sam's refrigerator, the Shooting Star recalls encountering her at a party in a gated neighborhood hosted by a renowned composer. The following day, Sam successfully deciphers the hidden phrase "Rub Dean's head and wait under Newton" in the Jesus and the Brides of Dracula song "Turning Teeth." He then visits the Griffith Observatory, where he massages James Dean's bust and patiently awaits beneath an Isaac Newton monument. There, he encounters the homeless king, a disheveled figure adorned with a paper crown. Before guiding Sam through Griffith Park to an underground passage, the king blindfolds him. Along the journey, the king shares that if Sam ever finds himself alone with a coyote, he should follow it to see where it leads. Left alone in the tunnel, Sam investigates what appears to be a prepared fallout shelter leading to a food shop. Later, Sam visits Comic Man's residence, and a police officer informs him that Comic Man has allegedly committed suicide. Undetected, Sam enters the residence and observes the Owl's Kiss planning to assassinate Comic Man in his bed, captured on footage by concealed security cameras. Sam seizes the treasured cereal box and rushes out the door. He then calls Alan to inquire about how to contact Jesus. Taken to an outdoor chess party by Alan, Sam sees Balloon Girl and the two shooting stars among the guests. In the restroom, Sam confronts Jesus, demanding information about the secret message concealed in his music. Jesus claims that his record label forced him to record 3 successful songs while prohibiting him from asking questions. According to Jesus, the real author of the songs is known as the songwriter. Sam questions Shooting Star about the mentioned party and is escorted to a mansion by Balloon Girl and the two shooting stars. There, he confronts the songwriter about the coded messages in Bomb's bunker. Confessing that he has written every successful song ever recorded for centuries, the songwriter cryptically taunts Sam, explaining that the artworks he has believed in his whole life are artificial inventions beyond his comprehension, and their secret messages are not meant for him. As their argument intensifies, the songwriter pulls out a revolver, and in response, Sam beats him to death with a guitar. The Owl's Kiss infiltrates Sam's residence. The building manager arrives at the door with a sheriff to remove Sam, but the sheriff decides to give Sam one more day. Sam then tracks down a coyote to a party and stumbles into his ex-girlfriend, who introduces him to her new fiancé. He also meets Millicent Sevens, who points out a Janet Gaynor picture amid the host home's furniture. Sam informs Millicent that his buddy was with her father when he died, and he has been attempting to learn more about her. As he and Millicent travel around the Silver Lake Reservoir, Sam reveals all he's discovered. Millicent offers Sam a metal bracelet seized from her father's office, which looks similar to the one Sarah was wearing. Both of them skinny dip in the reservoir, but Millicent is killed by sniper fire, and her dying picture is reminiscent of the Playboy magazine cover. The next day, Sam starts connecting numerals etched on the bracelet to a chessboard, a Legend of Zelda map in the inaugural issue of Nintendo Power, and a map located inside Comic Man's cereal box. He is doing this to discover the secret place. Sam arrives at the spot and notices a hobo emblem indicating that the area is unsafe. He then enters a tiny cottage, where he encounters the enigmatic Final Man, flanked by Troy and her two companions. Sam recounts what he's learned thus far and inquires about Sarah. The bomb bunker Sam discovered is actually a tomb for kings like Final Man and Jefferson Sevens, according to Final Man. Final Man explains to Sam that these elite areas are where the world's wealthiest men reside for several months while awaiting ascension to a higher level, where they would be awarded eternal life. Final Man puts up a videophone for Sam to communicate with Sarah, who is presently housed in an underground bunker with Jefferson Sevens and 2 other women. Sarah verifies that she is okay and that she opted to visit the tomb of her own volition. Sarah also inquires about Sam's plans to buy another dog. After sipping the tea that Final Man gave him, Sam is knocked out. When he awakens, he discovers that he is being held hostage by the homeless king. The king becomes enraged and demands to know why Sam is carrying dog biscuits in his pocket. Sam says, with tears in his eyes, that they were for his ex-dog girlfriend, and that he had been holding on to them in the hopes that she would take him back. Sam is released by the homeless king, with the shaky assurance that members of the conspiracy will not kill him. Sam is also told by the king not to say anything to anyone. When he gets home, he watches a Janet Gaynor film with his mother and then goes next door to have sex with his neighbor. From the balcony of her apartment, he sees the two diamond symbols over his door.